Hello dear founder! Today I want to give you 10 tips for a startup that will make your life easier. I know how much your time costs, so let's be fast as a lightning McQueen. Number 1. Don't use AWS or Microsoft as a cloud provider. You should understand, they're brands, that's why they're charged more. Hetzner or DigitalOcean can help you save up to 60% of server costs budget. Don't you believe? Let me prove it to you. Here you can see the server which we need. And there is the price for AWS, DigitalOcean and Hetzner per hour. Yeah, that's why AWS have been grow up from $3 to $88 billion through the last decade. Number 2. 33% of your cost should be spent on development and 66% to the marketing. It's a startup benchmark. Even if you have an amazing technology or an innovative idea, it's nothing if people don't know about you. Number 3. Always be on the lookout for investments. You should always have in mind at least 3 people who divide it to the next 2 categories. Those who can buy your startup and those who can invest in your startup. Even if you're well enough and don't need any money, it's about basic risk handling. 4. Say goodbye to expensive Gmail subscriptions. Free email services are your friends. Math is simple. You pay $12 per 1 business mail for Google. If you have 10 users, you will pay $120 per month. So solution is quite simple. Use something like Zoho Mail. Yes, it also costs $120 per 10 users. The only one difference, this charge not per month, it's charged per year. Number 5. Set up offshore development team. Look on this piece of code. It doesn't matter in which part of the world it has been written. But when we speak about prices, you can save up to 72% of development cost budget. But don't think that it will be so easy. You also need to spend some time to set up some processes to have a confidence that your team work properly and according to your expectation and quality. Number 6. Use open source wherever you can. For example, WordPress powers 42% of all websites on the internet. It's a wonderful solution to describe your startup info through the landing page. Just don't overdo with the plugins. Otherwise, you can face some unpredictable circumstances. Number 7. Think about a referral program and users' feedback. Word of mouth is the most powerful and free marketing instrument. Remember this on a startup architecture development stage. But don't think about traditional 10% of referral, because it doesn't touch user mind. Say something like, we'll provide you additional value or functionality if you bring 2 additional users. Be careful and don't let users cheat with you or your startup when using such program. Number 8. P&L from scratch, it's your financial compass. If you want to improve something, you need to know what exactly should be improved. I am talking about not your personal feelings, but strict numbers which can guide you. More data you have, more mistakes you can identify. It can increase your chance to survive. Almost done. Invest in security and stability, because users are pickers than cats. Remember when ChatGPT was just released, it was almost impossible to work with because of high loading. But what usually happens? Users start looking for some alternatives. The same issue happens when you have UI UX design which doesn't cover their needs. But why did users forgive OpenAI? Because they had no competitors. The last one. Use options and stocks to save your money. People call it golden chains. Yes, you can save up to 30% of developer's salary using this. And if your startup became a unicorn, he will also receive a great benefits. But the most important thing, believing in your idea. If a developer wanna receive all his money in cash and reject any income in stocks, it means that he doesn't want to share risks with you. Probably he doesn't believe in your startup and his work will reflect it. If even one of these advices is useful for you, I am happy. Also share your own life hack in the comments below, so more good people can use it. Yes, you're fully right, I wrote 10 tips because I have only 10 fingers.